Oh, welcome back, everybody. So, we'll go over just a quick little update. This is a 066 Stihl. I got back on the bench. I did this a little bit ago. It never had good numbers and had a question pop up on a previous video. So I had two 066s early models that seemed to be about the same, and so I rebuilt them. One was a highway piston and cylinder, and this one's a Meteor piston and cylinder. And anyways, I built a stock one, tried to do the base gasket delete and whatnot on it, and had to do a paper homemade gasket to make it work. Anyways, here's some of my cylinder work that I had gotten in there. Touched the transfers, had to redo the intake a little bit, and then polished up in the exhaust a little bit. Didn't change the numbers on the exhaust, as both the Meteor and the Highway, looking at it, had very similar numbers. And the closest thing I could say, there's about 94, 95 actually on the exhaust roof, and that's with a deleted gasket or a gasket. They're right in that same area, and so there wasn't much that I wanted to do. So I didn't touch or move the exhaust, except widened a little bit, polished, tried to polish it up a little bit. It doesn't look like it looks kind of rough, but it is smooth to the touch, so that's kind of good. And then did some transfer works in both of the Highway and the Meteor. The upper intakes, when timing it, turned out to be at 87. They cracked open and closed at 87 degrees, which is quite large. And so with these, both these saws ran. They didn't run as strong as I would have liked them. And so let's go back. Oh, well, you know what? I misquoted on there. The intake is at 87. And so on this one, I pulled it and epoxied it, basically JB welded to the bottom. And it's going to be sitting, after the gasket and everything, right at 80 or 81. So I'm going to try that. And yes, I did put some mouse ears or lungs into it to see if that's going to work on this. Since this was a stock build, it never actually really had the power that I was looking for. And kind of the same with the other build that you most likely fell along with and followed, was that other saw. Both really, I would say, pretty much identical numbers. And I did up it, because it had it was something where like 33 degrees blow down or 30 degrees blow down. I don't have my numbers in front of me, but the upper transfers in relation to the exhaust was quite large. So I did some upper transfer work. It looks rough. And let me tell you guys, upper transfer work is a pain in the butt, regardless of if you have a right angle and you got different bits. Man, that is a real pain in the butt, you know what. So anyways, I just thought I'd throw it out there, is you get into a right angle Fordham tool, and even that is not the easiest go. It's just super chattery and hard up there. It doesn't cut very nice, and it's just a really mess. And I've been trying multiple different bits. So, you know, I'm sure I just don't have the right bit or technique or something down. Eventually, maybe I'll get to it. But upper transfers are a pain in the butt when you start moving them. So anyways, just thought I'd do a quick little update that I will be putting this one back together. Just wanted to throw in that really what I'm looking at, instead of breaking the case apart and worrying about it, I am going in and taking a little bit of case matching. So I'm making my own gasket. It's going to be about a 13 thick gasket, And then right in here, going to match it up. And as you can kind of see on the other side, and let's see if I can get the angle right in here. As you can kind of see in here, in here, I'm matching up to the gasket, which will match up to the cylinder because it comes out. Now there's not much lip, so there's a little bit in here. And the way the rotation of this crank is, all I'm going to do is take a little bit down out of here, kind of like what I did on this side. Not much at all. Don't know if it's going to show up on that side, so not much at all there. If the angle of the camera doesn't work, apologies on that. But just wanted to throw in there that it has been mentioned by a couple builders in the past. The trick to not take this case down and break it apart is to throw in some modeling clay, some like synthetic modeling clay, and seal it up, and then hopefully it will absorb everything. So that's my shot at it. We'll see how it goes, and we'll see, hopefully this runs well, and I'll give you numbers on another updated video. So anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for the response out there and the question. Not sure if anyone really watched the channel or anything, or my little videos, but I do appreciate it, and thank you again. All right, bye.